Hello everyone, I'm Kyocher Steven in my third year, Civil and Environmental Engineering. I'm the longest serving Assistant General Secretary of Civil Environmental Engineering Student Society, thanks to COVID-19. It has been a wonderful journey so far. When I was in my first year, I had the opportunity to witness the elections then in the second semester. So I was moved by the charisma of the contestants for president of the faculty. This made me to realize that why not, I can run for this in the future. And having this at the back of my heart, I spoke to my very close friends that yes, I would like to run for president of this department or the faculty in the future. And having this in mind, I needed to gain experience. And how do I gain experience? Only by serving. So due to this, I had to run for Assistant General Secretary in my second year in the university. So through this process, I was able to learn one or two things, which was the last election. Aside that, I was able to serve as General Secretary in a think tank group under Ideation Hub African Masterclass. This program lasted for 6 weeks and I gained a lot of experience from it. Thirdly, serving as the acting Vice President of National Union of Benue State Students, that's the UNILAG chapter. So I'll just brief you on what I plan to do if elected as the Vice President of this prestigious department. Firstly, I've noticed that civil engineering students, most especially students, have come to accept the fact that school has come. So for this reason, most of them, even if they don't have a backup plan, are already thinking of, I don't want to study what I'm studying, without even a backup plan. So what I'm trying to do, I want to base all my plans in trying to make those who still have an interest in what they're studying to have that love that they had and the passion they had when they picked this course to study. So I would like to introduce a program which will help teach students how to use softwares relating to civil engineering. We have things like AutoCAD, which I plan to start with. Then if that goes well, we might move to Revit, Orion, and maybe Civil 3D, stuff like that. So aside that, I'm also looking into mentorship. Now, why mentorship? Mentorship because I've noticed that students in their first year, they find it difficult to understand what's expected of them as students. So aside that, I plan to, there was this thing that the current executives introduced, which is orientation across board. That's from year 1, year 2, and so on. So this was a marvelous idea, which within my second service term, I would make sure that we continue in this line and keep students up to date with things they're supposed to know before they start a new session. So that was the essence of the orientation program. Now, this will be exposed to students during this period, during the orientation period. And we have things like for students in year 4, applying for IT, things like applying for scholarships. All these things will also be exposed to them during this orientation program. Now, aside this, I plan to introduce a system where there will be mentorship for students. Why mentorship? You know that sometimes people already have their plans, but close guidance and a means of reminding them what they want to achieve is very, very necessary. So for this reason, I'm targeting just the first year students, the freshers, and the second year students, because I know that they really need help. So I'm thinking of, we have about 78 students currently in the first year in civil engineering. Then I'm assuming, or I'm predicting that if we have, let's say, 70 students admitted next session, or even more, I'm seeing how we can, let's say, screen about 30 mentors. About 30 mentors, maybe the executives will screen them, and also the school department, if possible, that's our department, civil engineering, if possible, will screen them and know if they are worthy to serve as mentors. Because I know your question might be, how can someone be effective as a mentor? So that's what we do. So we need about 30 mentors for this. Excursions, I realized that whatever you learn in the class, you have to still see it physically to be able to grasp complete knowledge. And the department was planning excursions for us, but due to the pandemic, it couldn't go through and stuff like that. So I'm planning to work with the department and other executives to bring this back to light. Now, finally, there was a TV introduced to class administration, the CES TV. Now, CES TV was able to help students understand minor things and major things. Let's say show pictures of structures, give them details on methods of solving civil engineering problems. So I'll building on this, I'll work hand in hand with CES TV to make sure that this continues. So you want all this and you don't want to vote for me. Just vote me. It's as easy as that. Vote Kyocher TV for the position of Vice President, Civil and Environmental Engineering on this next election. Thank you.